Hey, Dark Horse Nation. Hope you guys and you gals out there who like the mechanic on your own stuff, thought I'd get back on this project and get this motor put back together. And it's just been too hot to get out here and try to work on this thing. But anyway, guys, I want to show you how simple it is to replace the camshaft. It's a 17.5 overhead valve Briggs and Stratton lawnmower engine. So I've had this thing apart for a couple of weeks, but I showed you guys how to determine if the camshaft was bad in one of the previous videos, and today I'm going to show you how to reinstall it. Now, I've got the old one out, and it's sitting right here. And just to recap, guys, the lever is intact, but the spring is weak. And if you hear how janky that is right there, it's clanky. And so it doesn't have enough tension to bump the lifter out. So what we're going to do is replace it, and which I've already got it in the engine housing. I just want to show you guys what this looks like intact before I take it all apart. So this right here, this is the governor, guys. This is what controls the engine and keeps it from running away high speed and blowing up, and compensates for thick grass and that sort of thing. Now, when you put this thing back in, guys, there is a pin right here and right there. So get my pointer, maybe you can see right here. This pin needs to be sitting on this lever, and this is the actual control lever for your throttle. So let me get to it and I'll show you how that works. Sorry about the camera in and out. It's hard just one hand. Now you see how this comes out, and see how that opens up. So you got to make sure that that pin is right in the center of this lever, okay? And if you don't, you'll never get your sump pump back on correctly. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take this out. All you have to do, guys, is just pick it up. Don't drop it, or all this stuff will fall apart, and then you're going to have a mess trying to get it back together. So I'm going to set that down right here. And then basically all you'll do, guys, is just pull the camshaft out like it's right here. And it just comes right out. So I'm going to set that right here. Now inside you've got your lifters, and when you get the new camshaft, they do send you new lifters. So we are going to change these out, and guys, they just pull right out. It's not too much wear on that. So we're going to pull both of those out, and then we're going to put the new ones in, and I am going to go ahead and put a little oil on those while I'm thinking about it. I just prefer to do that. So and put a little oil on it, and we'll slide that in. I'll get my big hand in there. Just like that, okay? Then oil the top one, and slide that in. Alright, and you're done. That's all you gotta do. Now, the most important thing here, guys, is getting the timing marks lined up on this shaft here. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but let me see if I can get a light on here. Maybe not. Okay, right there, you see that little divot? That is your timing mark, okay? And you have one on the camshaft itself. So what we're gonna do, guys, you're gonna take this in right here, you're gonna put it right in that slot. Now right here, if you can see, there's a divot right there. That's your timing mark. So you're gonna take it, put it in the hole, and you're gonna line it up. Just like that. Now, you see how both divots are aligned? That's how you need to put that in. If you don't, guys, you're going to be in a world of crap. So do that, and then all you got to do now is put the governor back on. So pick it up, set it on the shaft, and set that pin on that lever, behind that lever, guys. Now, the next thing you need to do is make sure these teeth right here mesh with the teeth on the camshaft. That's very important, guys. Make sure it meshes, and make sure that that pin is on that lever. Now, once you're done with that, guys, we're going to grease up this right here, put a little oil on that. That way the seal will slide over. This seal is not bad, and so I'm gonna leave it in there. Now the other thing to do is put your gasket on, and so it goes on just like this, guys. You have some little pins that it'll slide on. And I'm sorry about the camera being shaky. I'm trying to do this one-handed. My tripod broke, and I've not had the opportunity to get another one. And so gasket goes on just like that, guys. And this is the way it looks from the tops. Now all we gotta do is get the sump pump on. And another tidbit, guys, when you do your bolts, a lot of these engines from the factory, they come with a little bit of orange thread locker. I'm gonna put them back, and I'm gonna use blue, and it's the removable kinds. Number 242 is what I'm gonna use, and that way it won't be a pain to get out in the future. But I do recommend that when you clean your bolts, make sure you get all this old thread locker off, because if you don't, you could possibly mess up your torque readings. And so how I clean these, guys, I just soak them in rubbing alcohol, and as you can see, I use a shot glass. It holds all of them perfectly, and I just fill it up to where the thread locker is, so it pretty much softens it up. Then you can take a little wire brush or even a pocket knife and clean all it off, and just clean those real good before you put them back in. So I'm gonna put the camera down, and then I'm gonna grease up this right here, and we're gonna get this thing started. Then we'll have to work the seal in to make sure it doesn't roll up on us. And guys, that'll be it as far as installing this sump. It's real simple, guys. It's not hard. I mean, it's a little time consuming, but you can do this on your own and save yourself a ton of money. So I'm gonna pause it from right here, and I'll get this sump started, and I'll return. Alright, guys, I got the sump back on. That one went on very, very easy. this is the amount of thread locker I put on there. You don't need a lot. Don't drown it, guys. And so when you start this, we're going to start. If you guys know how to change a tire, we're going to start. Just screw these in by hand. And what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go from here, or from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. So that way it goes down even, guys. And that way you can guarantee that it seats properly, and you won't warp your sump. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this down, and I'm gonna get them all in, and I will show you guys how to torque these things. Run them down hand first, and then torque them to spec. And I'll show you guys how to do that in just a second. Alright, guys, so I've got all the bolts snug. Now I have my torque wrench set at 18.5 foot-pounds, and if I'm not mistaken, that may be 220 inch pounds. But anyway, I've got mine set at 18.5. Now when you do this, guys, on your torque wrench, and I'm sure you guys have done this, you know how to use a torque wrench. So when you pull on it, and I probably won't be able to do this and hold your camera at the same time, but you won't pull that until you hear that first click. Let me see if I can hold this in my elbow to make this work. Now you're going to pull it. No, it's not going. Right there, you hear that click? And once you hear it click, you're done. Don't over tighten it from there. Okay, one more time. You hear that click? So don't pull it beyond that. Double shake it, but just don't pull it any tighter, just until it clicks. And that's all you gotta do, guys. And like I say, do your sequence in the right order. And guys, that's all you have to do to install a Briggs and Stratton camshaft. And I'm gonna flip this thing over, and we'll work on the valves after that. Alright, guys, we got the engine flipped over. So now what we're going to do, we're going to adjust the valves, you guys. That's pretty simple. The best thing to do is turn it from the top, go all the way to the top dead center, and then just a little bit, a quarter inch past that. So the way you do that, guys, take a screwdriver or a wooden dowel, whichever you're more comfortable with. Now you see how I've already got this at top dead center, and if you rotate it around, guys, the screwdriver is going to go all the way in, rotate it all the way back out, and then just past it, just about a quarter inch past top dead center, and that's where you want to set your valve lash. Then from there, guys, make sure and that you know where your tappets are, and the little caps that go on the valves themselves, and your exhaust valve is the one on top, the intake's on the bottom. Now your exhaust valve, it will have a steel push rod because of the heat, and then the aluminum intake has on the bottom. So there's an aluminum push rod on the bottom, on the intake. So don't mix those up. You know, if you wanted to replace the aluminum push rod with steel, it'd be perfectly fine. But all you gotta do now, guys, is set these. Now on this particular engine, the valve lash on the intake is from 3 thousandths to 5 thousandths. I'm going to go right in the middle and set it at 4. And then the exhaust is from 5 thousandths to 7 thousandths, and I'm going to set it at 6, and that will be just fine. And the way you do that, guys, make sure you got a good set of feeder gauges. So I'm gonna use these two right here. One's a 4 and one's a 5. I need to get a 6 out. So 5 thousandths and 6 thousandths. That's 4 and 6. That's what we're going to use. I could set up 5, but I may just go ahead and do 6. So we're going to show you how to do that and get everything back on. So the main thing, guys, these have little tappets right here. These little, I lost one of these and it took me 30 minutes to find it. And these just slide on the end right there. Okay. And you'll have one here. Make sure you put it on. Now when you set this, guys, you can see where the rocker arm has a little detent in it. Well, that's where your push rod sits. So you're going to pull this out. Make sure your push rod's seated all the way. And forgive me if you can't see. Alright, just like that. Just tighten it up a little bit. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Alright. Okay. Now I need to loosen up my torque screw. So it's going to take a 20 torque screws. So just go in here, guys. Run that in. Loosen that up. And then alright, and seat that. As you can see, one hand is a little bit difficult, sorry. Yeah, I picked a bad time to break a tripod. And it's easier, you set the engine up the other way. That's how I would normally do it, but alright. So snug it up, just like that, guys. Now I'm going to get off here just for a second and get the bottom one situated, and I'll show you how to set the valve lash. Alright, guys, so now that I got the rockers in place, the way you adjust this, I'm going to go ahead and use a 6 for my exhaust. So take it in, guys, and it should just be snug. There should be a slight drag. See that, how I can pull it? And the way you adjust this in and out, guys, is with this right here. And that is a 10 millimeter, believe it or not. And so run it in until you have slight drag, then tighten that up, and sometimes it will come out of adjustment a little bit trying to get it right, so you may have to play with it a few times. So 6,000 on that one, and then we're going to do 4,000 on this one, and I went ahead and set these. That one's a little tight, so I'm going to back this off just a little bit, like that. Come around. There it went in. Now it's a little loose. We're going to tighten it up just a little bit. Alright, just a little bit more. And that's too tight. And it's best to go ahead and put the gauge. I'm trying to do this with one hand just to show you guys. Right there, perfect. Slight drag. And that's what you want. Then just lock it down, and you'll be good to go as far as your valve lash goes. And we're going to get that done. Then we're going to see if this new compression release valve is working. Alright, guys, now you get an extra set of hands here. So if you guys will watch, if everything's set right, this valve right here, you're going to see a little bump if your compression release lever is working properly. So as it comes around, all right, it's going to go in, and you're going to see a slight little bump right here. See it? That little bit of a bump. That means your release valve is good and your lash is set correctly, and that's all you gotta do, guys. And that's pretty much it. You put your valve cover on, guys, and then I gotta get this thing back in the mower sometime the next day or two, and maybe I'll film that, maybe not. But with that being said, it is quitting time. As you guys know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And please like, subscribe, share. It's free, guys. And I will catch you all again soon. God bless. Alright, guys, now that the hard work is done and y'all stuck with me through all that, you know what time it is. Getting ready to have a big storm right here. So I'm going to give y'all a special toast, and because we deserve it after all that. So what we say, Dark Horse Nation? Damn, that's good. Alright, guys, thanks again for all y'all's support. Be safe, take care, and I will catch you again soon.